Hey everybody, my name's Tony Winchester. I'm here on Tony's Talk Show, and we're here to welcome our guest, TrueSunnYD. Yahoo! Sunny D, welcome buddy. How the hell are ya? Yahoo!
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Tony?
Oh man, I'm just happy as hell to be here with you.
Oh, likewise.
All right, so what you been up to?
Well, this morning I had a cup of coffee, played a little bit of RuneScape, and just hung out this morning.
Wow. What level are you?
Level 138, almost completely maxed. We're getting there, just working on invention.
Yeah, you're kicking some ass then, man. Hey, congratulations. Right on.
Thank you.
Let me know when you get to the max cape, and I'll come there and broadcast it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll both broadcast it at the same time,
That would be terrific.
Yeah. Hey, it's my pleasure, especially to be, here with somebody who's a RuneScape player, but I think you're also a variety streamer too, right? You do stream other things?
Yes, sir, I do. I stream Fortnite as well. Rocket League is a game that I have a little too many hours on. I think I have almost 3,000 hours in that game.
Wow, you can't beat that.
And really any game that I find fun. I like the grinding type games, and something that, as I build up, then I get an achievement for it. I look forward to getting that level.
Me too. That's why I like RuneScape so much,
Yep. Same. Same.
What got you into gaming?
So when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I had gotten a PlayStation 1, and I started off with Madden. I think it was Madden 97, Madden 98-ish. And then worked my way up into PlayStation 2, playing Time Splitters and Crash Bandicoot. And ever since, it's just been, I was hooked on it. Been gaming ever since, and can't get away from it.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
So damn, you've been playing this crap for a long time, right?
Yep. Definitely.
Man. I've been playing RuneScape for 12 and a half years, And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and before that, I played all the Pogo games, Pogo.com.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Every game on there I've played, It's I was going crazy with it,
Yeah, I used to play Minecraft in the school library after schools as well.
Yeah.
And I played AdventureGames.com before they took away the websites and they caught on to it that we weren't learning that we were playing games.
The same thing, my two nephews, that's what they did. They played free-to-play RuneScape. Will was 10 and Sailor was 12, and I had an office and it had about 12 computers in it. And they'd want to come over there and play RuneScape all the time. So their dad would come over to bullshit, and he'd bring the two boys, and they'd beg if they could get on the computers, and I'd let them. And so that's how I got introduced to RuneScape. You know what I mean? My two little nephews.
That's awesome.
Yeah. One day they were going to go get some pizza, and I had to wait and meet a client. So they split. But before they left, Willie, the 10-year-old, said, Uncle Tony, do me a favor. Sit down here and chop wood. Chop these willows right here and then burn them, man, when you're done, while we're eating pizza. And I said, well, I don't want to screw this up. They go, you won't. Just try it. So they were gone for a few hours, and when he came back, I had gotten him 15 levels of fire making and 15 levels of wood cutting, and he was the happiest guy in the world,
Oh, gosh, I would be too.
Yeah, he was, Uncle Tony, you're the greatest uncle in the world. I'm going, thanks, buddy.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah. When you come out of the Lumbridge Castle, you go across the bridge?
Yep.
Then you go to the left. And you go past the cows on the right, and then you go past the chickens on the left. Just past the chickens, there's an open field there, and there's 3 willow trees.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you go out there and you're sitting there and you're chopping willows and then boom! The damn tree spirit jumps out to get you. My nephew, you didn't tell me nothing about no damn tree spirit. What the hell's he doing? The tree spirit's trying to kill me. Oh my God!
Where the heck did it come from?
Yeah, he didn't say nothing about this shit. I'm clicking trying to run away,
A good jump scare right there.
Yeah. Anyway, where are you from?
So I am from Colorado.
Right.
I was born and raised in Conifer. It's up in the mountains of Colorado, and then currently living just east of the mountains right now, in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Now, I understand you're in the military. Is it Army you're in?
Yes, sir. Yep. I've been in the Army for about 2 years now.
Okay, well, thank you for your service, man. I, for one, really appreciate it, you know?
Oh, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot.
You know, I know you're going through, hey, you're away from home and putting up with some guy bossing you around all the time, and,
Oh, man. Yep,
so, but I know you're doing it because you love your country, and, yeah, I appreciate that and I respect that.
Dang right. God bless America. God bless the world.
Hell yeah. We were talking earlier about how we really just want to play games and have fun with nice people, and you're a really nice guy, and that's why I wanted to have you on our show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It means a lot. It's awesome.
Yeah. Now I know all the girls are going to want to know the answer to this. Are you single?
I am single.
All right. Hell yeah. And they're all going to be glad to hear that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, out of all these different games that you play, which game would you say you're the best at?
Oh gosh, I feel like that's a tie between Fortnite and Rocket League. I'd have to say Rocket League though. I was on a semi-pro team for a couple months and got invited to play on a pro team for them, but that was right at the time when I left for basic training, so had to decline that offer. But working on it to get back at it and see if I can get another offer.
Now, I really like these MMORPGs. What type of game do you like the best?
RuneScape, 100%.
Okay.
That's my hands down favorite.
All right, cool. What got you into streaming?
So a couple years ago, my buddy, it's Pick. He was streaming, I believe it was Rocket League actually, and I remember one day he was like talking randomly. I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, "It's just you and me in the chat." He's like, "Oh, I'm streaming right now," and I was like, "Oh," it's like, I didn't really know anything about it. I'm like, "What's streaming?" And he told me about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, just go to Twitch and you'll be able to watch me play live, and you're in it also." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." And so I went online and watched them, and while I was playing, trying to like multitask. But it made me come to think, wow, that's really cool that he's able to play and, someone's able to play a game and to entertain and to make friends and to stream and to have fun. And that's what really inspired me to kind of just start going at it and start streaming.
So what's your favorite part about streaming?
My favorite part about streaming is probably when people clip funny moments or moments that I do something funny and I get to go back and rewatch it and completely laugh at myself and just have fun with it and to talk to people and to really socialize. And I've made a lot of friends so far streaming around the world, which is truly incredible.
Yeah,
and,
cool. Now, you've been streaming off and on for a couple of years, right?
Yes, so I started about a year and a half to 2 years ago, and then I stopped because I went to basic training for the Army, and I was about 4 or 5 months, and then a few months ago I really started getting back into it and enjoying it and having fun.
Well, if you could give a piece of advice to somebody who's this is their first week or their first day, okay, what tips would you have for them?
As far as streaming or gaming? Streaming, just to really, to have a set schedule is really good to have, so people know when to come and view you and to be yourself. And if you have a face cam, to not be nervous about a face cam if someone's watching you. Just to think that it's not there and just have fun and entertain and just be yourself. That's truly what it is, and just to have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah. Now, different streamers, they use this to promote themselves, or they do that, or this is their act, and now, what would you say separates you from all the other streamers?
I would have to say, when I stream, I love to, out of all fun, I like to have like different accents or like say certain things when I do certain things in the game, and just really make people laugh. And I feel like that's what can separate me from other people, and it's just getting to know people in my stream as well, and getting to know them and make them feel like they're a part of the group that I've been trying to create, and not let them feel left out or not nervous to talk to me or anything like that.
Yeah. Now, look, out of the people who watch your show, and I've watched it, back and forth over the last few years, is there 2, 3, 4, 5 people that like really stand out that have done something good for you or helped you, and you want to give them a shout out right now?
Well, you of course for having me on the
No,
podcast.
no, not me. You know what I mean?
It's Pick. He's the one who really got me into streaming, so I definitely got to give him a shout out. I've had so much fun with him. Captain Zaro, he's a great friend of mine. Have a lot of fun playing RuneScape with him and streaming with him as well.
Yeah, I know him and I like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a very good guy, good guy. And I would have to say those are the top couple of people as far as, moving me along the way, and I gotta give him a shout out too.
All right, cool. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color it's a tie between green and orange.
All right.
I can't decide which one I want to have as my favorite.
Yeah, that sounds like Halloween to me.
Yep, good. Yep, pretty close.
What do you like to do? I mean, forget streaming, okay, and forget gaming, okay? What do you like to do in your spare time, okay?
Spare time, I love to really take advantage of the Colorado mountains, going hiking, fishing, camping, doing really anything I can outdoors, enjoying the weather while I can.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing mechanic stuff as well. I was a small engines mechanic for about a year when I was like 17. So I really like getting like hands-on, working on stuff, building stuff. Love that creativity of that, and just really be adventurous while doing it.
Yeah.
So that's what I love to do. On my spare time.
Now, I lived in Denver for 4 months, okay?
Okay.
And, it was the weirdest thing I can even imagine is their airport, okay? First of all, that sucker is built in the middle of nowhere, like 2 hours away from the city, I mean, you drive forever to get there,
Oh, yeah. So why would you build an airport all the way out there?
Now, also, there's a great big, huge city underneath their airport.
Yes, there is.
And a lot of people don't know about that. Have you ever gone on any of the tours, or have you ever read about it?
I personally haven't gone into any tours. I've heard of like all the conspiracy theories going on with Denver International Airport, and I have seen some pictures of like all the tunnel systems underneath it. And it's incredible. I had no idea, and all the times that I've gone to the airport before. And,
they have a place down there where they have, if you have an office in Washington D.C., you've got an empty one sitting right there. So in the case of like an asteroid going to hit or nuclear bombs or whatever, they've got it all figured out how to evacuate people to that airport, take them right down inside the city and lock it up,
Yes, which is
I mean, I saw a deal on TV where they actually took a camera crew down and did a whole tour of it. That's how I know about it,
Really? I did not know that.
That's their backup plan for, a national emergency,
That's a pretty good backup plan, huh?
Hell yeah, I want to be locked in there,
Right?
I don't want to be out here running around. So what's your favorite drink? Like if you get thirsty, what do you like to drink?
My favorite drink? Oh, I'd have to say sweet tea. That's my favorite drink.
All right, cool. Now, if you were out into a nice restaurant, okay, and dinner's over, what would your favorite dessert be?
Ooh, I would have to say creme brulee is my favorite dessert.
All right.
It's nothing like it.
Yeah. Now, some people are summer people, some people are winter people, some people are. What's your favorite season of the year?
I would have to say spring is my favorite time of the year in Colorado. That's when the snow's melting. Everything's starting to turn green. The weather's starting to get warm. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. And I would have to say that's my favorite time of the year.
Cool.
Really enjoy the color changes in Colorado as well.
Are you a pet person?
I am a dog person and a cat. I do have a cat and a dog. So
all right.
I gotta say I'm both.
Now, if you could just go anywhere in the world and spend a week, okay? Where would you want to go?
Oh man, I would really want to go to Germany. I really love history, and I'd love to see all the old Germanic castles. I feel like that would be really fun to go to. And this last summer I had the awesome privilege and time to go with my dad to France and go see Normandy, go see the beaches in Normandy, and go to Paris for a couple of days.
Cool.
I was like, wow, I gotta go to Germany and see the old Germanic castles now. And so I would have to say I'd go there.
Yeah.
Just go explore.
Hey, that's cool as hell. Now, all these single girls that are going to be chasing you after this interview comes out, they're all going to want to know this, okay? How many kids do you want? Okay, because if you want 10 kids, they might not want you, okay? But if you want one or two, you never know, right?
Anywhere from 1 to I'd say 4 would be the max. 4 would be pushing it.
Yeah.
Little Matthews running around. That's enough as it is.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite weather?
Weather, I would have to say mostly sunny, but some clouds in the sky. So it's not too hot, but it's not too cold.
Yeah.
Just any time I get a chance about the sun, I do.
Yeah, I like the wintertime. You can always put more clothes on, but man, I don't care. In the summertime here in Missouri, God damn, the humidity here kills you.
Oh gosh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, when I was out in Fort Benning, Georgia, the humidity. I was out in like January to like April, so I experienced some of the real cold humidity, and then right at the end was the real hot humidity, and then it was like super cold at night. It's like, oh my god, it was like a total shock to my body. It was like,
Now, if you woke up and you were on death row, okay, believe it or not, can you imagine being on death row? I can't, but oh god, what would your last meal be?
My last meal. Oh man, a good old steak dinner. Can't go wrong with that. Steak dinner, probably mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, and Bush's baked beans.
Right on, cool. Now, do you believe in ghosts?
I do have some stories about ghosts.
Uh-oh. Well, tell us one. Come on.
So up in there's one up in my dad's house. He lived in the mountains. It's an old house, and he'd had it since like 1988 or 89. But I remember being home alone. I didn't know it. I was home alone at the time. The rest of the family was off somewhere. It was at night, and I was in my kitchen, and I was making food, and I hear my sister's voice from the top of the stairs yell, "Matt!" And I'm like, "What?" And then nothing. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. And so I walked upstairs, and her light was on in her room. And I walked in her room. I was saying, like, don't try to scare me, Julie. Like, this is not funny. And I like searched the whole room, and she wasn't there. And I was like, that's weird. She's just trying to play a game with me. And so I then went down to the garage to see if there was any cars there, and there's no cars there. And that was like the hairs on the back of my neck completely jumped up, and I was like, oh, that was really creepy, because it was the same exact voice as my sister, and had a pretty great level of sound yelling Matt.
Yeah.
Won't ever forget that one.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
And
now, if you were going to die and come back as a ghost, who would you want to haunt?
Who would I want to haunt? Probably a couple of my buddies, just to mess with them. The ones who don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
And let them know that I'm there, and I'm there to mess with them in a friendly way.
Yeah, I understand.
And probably It's Pick would be one of them. Because he loves playing, like, he's the best player at Dead by Daylight, and he likes playing those horror games, so I'd like to jump scare him a little bit.
Hell yeah. Now, I'm sorry.
Oh, and I was just gonna say, and probably my sister, because when I was young, she'd love to torment me and scare me when I'd come up the stairs. She'd be right around the corner, ready to scare me, and always would do stuff like that. So a little bit of payback is
hell yeah. Now, do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Yeah.
I do believe in them. It's definitely, a huge theory going around as if they're real or not. But me personally, from what I can say, is I do believe in them.
Okay. So if they come, do you think they're going to come to conquer us and wipe us out? Or do you think they're going to come to be our best buddies?
I feel like I feel like they could come in a mutual way. I feel like it's going to be how we respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're definitely going to want to study us, if they have not already, and see what we're all about, how we become from even 10 years ago till today, as far as technology-wise. But I'm hoping that they'll come friendly, because I know there's a lot of people with mixed emotions about it, a lot of disbelievers and stuff like that, and that's okay to have that opinion. Just that they do come, I hope they're friendly.
I hope so too. In life, what are you most grateful for?
I'd have to say my parents. They did get a divorce when I was in 8th grade, but they both have always been there for me, supporting me for whatever I do and pushing me to my limits, and then some.
Mm-hmm.
And to always teach me to really just, if I want to go for something, just look at just shoot for the stars and go for whatever I want to go for. And that's
cool.
I'm truly grateful for that, and especially for my friends as well. All my friends have been great supporters, great friends, always there. I know I can go to them if I'm in need of something, or if I'm upset about something. If I ever wanted to vent to them, I know they're always there.
That's great, man. You're lucky to have those friends, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely I'm very lucky.
Now, in life, if you could just pick out any job there is in the whole world, which job would be your dream job?
So that's the current job I'm chasing after right now, and that's to be a 4th-generation pilot in my family.
All right.
So my great-great-grandfather was a barnstormer in kind of, I think, like West Virginia area.
Uh-huh.
And then my grandpap was a B-29 bomber in World War II, and then flew for essentially what is to be United today. I can't think of the company off the top of my head right now. And then my dad is a captain for United right now.
Right on, cool.
Chasing after that dream to be, it's in the blood.
Yeah. Do you like sports? And if you do, what's your favorite sport?
I love sports. My favorite sport is football. I played football for 12 years. My favorite team is the Denver Broncos, even though they lost last week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, I'm still riding with them. I'll ride with them till I die.
Yeah, I understand. Denver was always one of my favorites. I was a huge John Elway fan,
Oh, yeah, John Elway. He's a good guy. He's a great, hell of a player.
I grew up out in California, and I grew up in a little town called Clovis. It's a suburb of Fresno.
Okay.
And John Elway's father was the offensive coordinator there before he moved to be head coach at Stanford, okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So John Elway went to high school, part of it in Fresno, California. And
That's awesome.
I actually met him. Now, he wasn't some star or anything, but his dad was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, his dad was, like assistant coach of the Fresno State football team,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he was a real nice young guy, you know what I mean? He really was. And
that's good. That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, so much so that I actually remembered him, you know what I mean? So
that's good.
Yeah. Well, that was a long time ago for me, you know what I mean? It's probably 50 years ago,
Yeah, well, that's not too long.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. That's really cool that you're able to meet him.
Yeah, so that's what I thought too, and his dad was a great guy. I actually got to know him pretty decent, And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So he was, like I said, he was the offensive coordinator there, and then they offered him the job as head coach in Stanford. He took his kid with him, But
Yeah,
if he
that'd be an awesome job.
just think though, if he'd have stayed in as the offensive coordinator, old John Elway would have been playing for the Fresno State Bulldogs,
It's crazy how things can change and how things could have gone, and how you choose your own destiny is how it's crazy awesome.
Yeah. But I love Denver, I really do, and I've watched them, over the years. I remember when they had a running back named Wells, okay, and and he was really, really good. I think he was
Great,
number
great.
44. Okay, and
Yep.
I mean, I remember all the great receivers they've had, and Elway was there forever. And
Oh yeah. He's still there, still there.
Yeah.
GM, which is awesome. I'm glad that he's still, a part of the community after, playing football. It's still got the fire in his heart, and
Yeah.
wants to make the Broncos the best that they can be. And I know he enjoys doing it.
Now, isn't he real big into like car dealerships? Doesn't he own like 10 car dealerships where they?
Yep, and the commercials are always on TV here,
Yeah. So,
and yeah, they're all around.
so he's a smart guy. I'm sure he invested his money wisely.
Oh, definitely. He's definitely did it right.
Do you like any other sports?
So I used to play rugby as well. I really love rugby. Been debating on going back into it because you could play really at any age. There's no age limit with that or the crazy requirements as football is. So I might get into that, get into like a club team as well.
I was a 240-pound fullback.
Were you?
Yeah. So I think I would have really liked rugby.
Oh yeah, I was a fullback and running back as well.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Well, how do you relax after a real tough day? I mean, you go to work and you put up with bullshit all day long at work, and you come home and now you're just going to kick back. How do you relax?
It kind of depends. Sometimes I'll go and work out, get the stress out off my mind, or come play video games. Video games really takes me into my own world and be able to have fun and enjoy a game and have talk to my friends on here and enjoy talking to them and playing, and so that's really like what I love to do to relax off the stressful day.
Now, if you could go back in history, anywhere, anytime, any place, and meet one historical character, okay, who would it be and why?
I would have to. Ooh, that's a good one. I would have to say, honestly, Darren Williams. Darren Williams was a cornerback for the Broncos. He died in 2007, and he was my favorite player, and that was my number. And it was unfortunate because the day that he passed, it was like right at Christmas. I had gotten his jersey, and it was scheduled to actually go to meet him. So he was like a big role model in my life, and I wasn't able to do that. So that's somebody, time and place that I would definitely go back and want to meet and get to know him as a person.
Yeah. When I was getting out of college, okay, I worked as a teacher part-time for 3 years, and I was a football coach. And that's why I was really working as a teacher. I taught PE and history, okay? But I really was just doing it so I could be a football coach for junior high school kids, okay? And, I was hoping to, go to high school, then go to college, and then maybe go to the pros, that kind of thing. But it didn't work out. And anyway, if you were going to be a school teacher, what subject would you pick to teach?
I would have to say history as well. I love history. I'm a history geek. It's anything about history. It's like I'm down to learn and down to know because it's really cool to see what our world has done today from our history.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to definitely choose a history teacher.
Describe your perfect day.
Perfect day. Oh boy. Probably waking up, having a good breakfast, probably like an omelet or something like that, or biscuits and gravy in the morning.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
And then going out on a beautiful hike, beautiful sunny day. Coming back, enjoying a good lunch, playing some video games, talking about friends, being with family as well. That's another perfect day. And just really another one is to make someone's day better. To make someone's day better.
Yeah,
had a
cool.
tongue twister there.
Yeah.
But that's, for me, I love making people happy and improving their day in a way.
Yeah.
doing something for them to where they want to pass it on as well.
Hell yeah.
That'd be my perfect day.
That sounds cool as hell to me. Now I want you to try and describe yourself in one sentence. Tell us who you are in one sentence.
I'm a very happy, energetic, caring type of person. That's how I would have to describe myself.
What makes you laugh the most?
Laughing the most is talking with friends or even streaming. Some of the stuff people say really makes me laugh, and watching a bunch of YouTube videos as well. There's some funny people out there.
What's your favorite animal in the whole world?
My favorite animal in the whole world would have to be a lynx. For as long as I can remember, they've been my favorite animal. The very unique ears and the hair sticking out from the ears. They're not too big of an animal, not too small of an animal. They're very unique in their own way, and I don't know, just for some reason I've always found them very interesting.
I love these comic books, okay, and all these old comic books, and Flash Gordon and Superman and all that. But if you could just choose one superpower to have, what would it be?
One superpower, be able to fly. That would be truly incredible, to be able to go up whenever I wanted and to look down from the sky and see.
Oh yeah!
Wow, this is beautiful areas. That would be my superpower. What about yours? What would yours be?
I would like to. Oh gosh. I think I would like to, have those not X-ray eyes, because Superman's eyes could do a lot more than X-ray. You know what I mean? Because he could shoot out a power blast or whatever, and I think it would be so cool to be able to do that, and like go inside somebody and do surgery like they do laser surgery.
Oh wow, that would be really cool.
With his eyes, because he should be able to do that, right?
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, man,
that would be an awesome gift.
Yeah, I mean, you could cure people from brain cancer or from all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? And man, that would just like be the coolest thing in the whole world, I think, really.
Oh, definitely.
So anyway, and and plus you could check out the babes,
Yeah.
with the X-ray eyes. Hell yeah! So,
nothing wrong with that.
right now, my last question for you, okay? In life, in your whole life, what would you say your biggest accomplishment was?
I would have to say joining the Army. It has its ups and downs, but going through basic training in Fort Benning, that was it was a challenge, and to earn the blue cord, you had to earn it, and there's a lot of mental and physical toughness that you had to build, and that's so far that's been my biggest accomplishment, and looking hopefully to many more.
Right on, man. I'm so proud to have you as a friend. I mean that.
Oh, so, likewise, and I appreciate you having me on the show again. It means a lot.
Yeah. What time do you stream? Tell us, how can we find you, and what time is it? And if somebody actually wants to watch you, okay? I know it's Twitch, blah, 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 www, blah, and then it's, TrueSunnYD, okay? But what time and, that kind of thing? So,
usually in the afternoons, the evenings, Mountain Time. So, like right now, it's 11:55 Mountain Time.
Yeah.
So usually in the afternoons, evenings, it kind of changes depending on my schedule. But I really try to have a set schedule and be more in the evenings.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do a morning stream here and there, but generally in the afternoons to evenings.
All right, cool. So hey, I pray to God that that in 6 months or a year from now you come back and you've displaced Dr. Respect. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That'd be an awesome accomplishment to have that many friends and entertain that many people.
Yeah. It's I wish you all the luck in the world. You're a wonderful young man, and like I said, I'm proud to call you a friend.
Thank you so much, and same. Thank you to you.
Now, before we go, I'm hoping that you'll do a big Yahoo with me, okay?
Definitely.
All right, cool. I will give it a little countdown. 3, 2, 1. Yahoo! Hell yeah! All right, you guys, make sure you check out TrueSunnYD on Twitch TV. Yahoo! Thank you guys for watching the talk show tonight. This is Tony Winchester from Tony's Talk Show. I'm here with TrueSunnYD, and we're calling it a night. Yahoo!